Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mindshift. My name is Michael Ujola from Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to talk about our emotions, especially emotional discipline. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Take back control of your emotions and thoughts. You drive the emotions of your life. No one and nothing should have the right to take the wheel. Take back control of your emotions and your thoughts. You drive the emotions of your life. No one and nothing should have the right to take the wheel. See, many of us are passengers in our own emotional lives. We let the moods, the actions, and the opinions of others dictate how we feel and how we think. And that, my friend, is a recipe for disaster, is a recipe for chaos. So today we will talk a little bit about taking back control, taking back the wheel. I'm going to give you some practical tips and strategies, majorly some mindset shifts, and a whole lot of inspiration to help you regain control of your emotions and thoughts. Let us start here. What happens when you let other people or external situations control your life? Number one thing is you become reactionary, all right? Instead of living intentionally and proactively, you are constantly reacting to what is happening around you. Someone says something you consider rude, boom, you are upset. Something doesn't go your way, boom, you're frustrated. You're bouncing from one emotional reaction to another, like a ship being tossed around in a storm without a captain. Do you understand me? And you lose your power too. Every time you let someone else dictate how you feel, you are giving them immense power over you. Just think about that for a minute. Do you really want to hand over the keys of your emotional life to someone who might not even have their own life together? I don't think so. And then you sabotage your peace. When you let external forces control your emotions, you are inviting chaos into your life. And let's be honest, there is enough chaos in the world as we have it to go around. There is enough chaos in the world already. Your mind and your heart should be a sanctuary for you where you find peace and serenity, not a battlefield where you keep fighting. And before you know it, you feel your life feels out of control. When your emotions are at the mercy of everyone and everything around you, it can feel like your life is spinning out of control. But here's the good news. You can change that. And that is why, that is the main purpose of this episode. You can change that. Before we go any further, let's talk a little bit about emotions, because there's a lot of misunderstanding about what emotions are and how they work. See, emotions are like the weather, and also they are like data. They come and they go, and sometimes they show up unexpectedly, especially when you liken emotions to be like the weather. They come and they go, they show up unexpectedly. But just like you would not let a rainy day ruin your life, you cannot also let a passing emotion dictate your entire mood or your mindset. This is the key I want you to go with today. Emotions are visitors. They are not permanent residents. You feel anger, it shows up, yes, but it doesn't have to unpack its bag and move into your heart permanently. Are you sad right now? You feel sad? Okay, it might knock on your door, but you don't have to let it redecorate your mind and become your body. You can acknowledge your emotions without letting them control you. See, the role of thought is also here, because if emotions are the passengers in our car, our thoughts are like the GPS that gives direction. Your thoughts determine where your emotions go. If you are constantly thinking about what is wrong, what is missing, what might go wrong, see, your emotions will follow suit. If you train your thoughts, nevertheless, to focus on gratitude, on solutions, on possibilities, your emotions will reflect that too. So, how do you take back control of your emotions and your thoughts? I think it starts with a decision, with a simple decision, a decision that says, I'm in charge of my inner world. No one and nothing else gets to dictate how I feel or how I think. So once you've made that decision, You can now put some things into practice. You can start pausing before you react. When something triggers you, whether it is an annoying comment, whether it is a setback, whether it's a disappointment, take a moment to pause. Take a moment to pause. Breathe, okay? Take a step back. Remind yourself that you have a choice in how you respond. Reaction is automatic. It just happens. It's a stimulus. Response is intentional. So I'm advising you today to choose response. And then you learn how to challenge your thoughts. Not every thought that crosses your mind is true. Not every thought that crosses your mind is helpful. When a negative thought shows up, you need to ask yourself, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? Is this thought serving me or is it sabotaging me? What is a more constructive way to think about this particular problem, this particular issue? You need to always remember this. You don't have to believe everything that you think. You don't. It is not compulsory that the moment a thought pops into your mind, it is true or you have to believe it. You don't have to believe everything that you think. And learn how to set emotional boundaries. See, emotional boundaries are like guardrails for your inner world. All right, they protect you from being overwhelmed by external influences. If someone is constantly negative, limit your time with them. Do you understand? Just limit your time with them. If a situation is draining your energy, step back and reassess that situation. If someone is always demeaning you, dishonoring you, or disrespecting you, limit your interaction with them. Just cut off. Move back a little until they realize what they've done. Then you guys can re-engage. Do you understand me? Protect your peace at all costs. That is the bottom line to this. That is how you set emotional boundaries. You protect your peace at all costs. And you learn how to practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the quickest ways to shift your emotional state. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your mindset transforms. All right? Start your day today by listing maybe 3 things that you are grateful for. List it out right now. When you are feeling upset also, pause and find something. I mean anything. Maybe your children, your work, your money, anything, your car, whatever it is, your partner, your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anything that you can appreciate in that moment. When you're feeling upset, just pause and find something that you can appreciate in that moment. And also develop a daily mindset routine. Okay? Take time to develop a daily mindset routine. And one of the routine is to keep coming to this Telegram channel to listen to this. Taking control of your emotion and thought is not a one-time event. It is a daily mindset. It is a daily practice. And that is one of the things that inspired this daily mind shift. Spend time every morning setting your intentions for the day. Meditate, journal, pray, so that you center yourself, okay? You bring yourself back to the center of who you are. You feed your mind with positive, uplifting content like this podcast. That is what I'm encouraging you to do. Here's what I need you to also understand. You are responsible for your emotions and your thoughts. Let me repeat that. You are absolutely 101% responsible for your emotions and your thoughts. Now, I think that might sound harsh. You might be thinking, but Mike, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know how hard life has been to me. I get it. And you're right. I don't know your specific circumstances, but I do know this. Blaming other people or external situations for your emotional state will never lead to freedom. That I know for a fact. But taking ownership of your emotions doesn't mean ignoring what happened to you. Learn that. It just means you saying that no matter what happened, I'm choosing to take control of how I respond. And that is the power and the freedom that I'm giving to you today. Taking control of your emotions and thoughts is not just about feeling better. It's about living better. It's about showing up as your best self in your relationships. It's about pursuing your goals without being derailed by fear or doubt. It's about creating a life that is aligned with your values and your vision. So when you are in control of your inner world, everything else falls into place. And that is what I want to leave you with today. Let me say this. You are the driver of your life. Yes, emotions will come and go. Yes, thoughts will wander. Yes, life will throw challenges your way. But at the end of the day, you have the power to choose how to respond.